Okay, we have this quadratic expression which we must factorize completely. Okay, the very first step is to take the coefficient of x squared and multiply it by c. The coefficient of x squared in this case is 2, and our c is negative 15. So we have 2 times negative 15, and this is equal to negative 30. That is the very first step. The second step is to take factors of negative 30, which when multiplied will give me negative 30, and when added will give me the coefficient of x. Again, we want factors of negative 30, which when we multiply will give me this negative 30. But when we add those same factors, or those two factors, that addition should result in the coefficient of x, which is positive 1. And obviously these factors are negative 5 and 6. When I multiply negative 5 by 6, that will give me negative 30. Meanwhile, when I add negative 5 to 6, that will give me 1, which is the coefficient of the x. Okay, once we have these factors in place, let's substitute them into the expression. Let them take the place of the coefficient of x, and this is how we will write that. So we have 2x squared. Now, negative 5 and negative 6 are going to take the place of the coefficient of x, which is 1. So I'll write it as negative 5x. Because the 6 is positive, I will say plus 6x. And you can clearly tell that when I add this negative 5x to the positive 6x, it will give me my x, which is in the original expression. Alright, and then after this, we add our negative 15. Okay, the next step is to begin our factorization. We group the terms, group the first two and then the last two. Now, the factors which are common to the very first two terms is x. X is common, and it is clearly seen that x is common. So x comes out, leaving in a bracket 2x. When you multiply this x by the 2x, it gives you this 2x squared. Okay, now this x has been brought out, so what is left there? It is left with negative 5. In that, when we multiply x by what we have in bracket, it results in what we have here in the bracket. So x times 2x gives me 2x squared, and x times negative 5 gives me negative 5x. Very good. Alright, here introduce your plus sign. What number is common to 6 and 15? And this is 3. 3 comes out, and in bracket you are left with 2x and then minus 5. Why this? When this 3 multiplies 2x, the answer becomes 6x. And when this 3 multiplies negative 5, the answer is negative 15. Okay. The next thing is to rearrange what you have done. In this bracket, we see 2x minus 5. Here, we see 2x minus 5. It's a repetition. So we only write one of these two. So we have 2x minus 5. And then put that in parentheses. And what do we see here? X outside. And here we see plus 3. Okay, so you also put that down and you put this in parentheses. That is how you approach this kind of factorization. Thank you.